Hi, it's Brian Rose from London Real. This week we have the Edenites performing live in studio the unplugged version of their hit single Welcome to London, which is available on iTunes on July 16th. You know, these guys really embody everything that London Real is about. They're super positive, giving back to the world, and they celebrate everything that's beautiful about life. And we had a real epic evening in studio on Friday night. If it's not obvious already, I really like these guys. I like their vibe. I like what they're all about. So check them out. They'll also be performing on July 13th, which is Friday, at the Underbelly behind me in Hoxton Square, and I'll be there, and you should too. Welcome to London.
This one's Welcome to London.
And we are the Edenites.
Welcome to London, the city we come from. Welcome to London, the city we come from. London town and we go play the Eden sound now. We gon' party all night long. Sun is shining and you know we gonna feel good. Come on everybody, party in the neighborhood. Edenites, flexing, check our new sound. Party jumping up in London town. Picking it up and kicking us up onto the bass drum. Stepping it up and showing love for my nation. Everybody raise the roof in London town. Welcome to London.
Everybody sing when we calm down. We got a new sound coming from the underground. Feel me, spitting, in our lyrically. With the Edenites, turning on the music beat. Telling me with the rhythm, they telling me with the flow. Speaking to tell me again, I'm telling them I'm getting down low. Ask me why me, but me telling me just don't know. Talk them down and brings another possess my soul. It's
London town and we go play the Eden sound now.
I'm another butcher's only plenty to see. So hold your roll without your barrel with ease. It's
London town and we go.
raise the roof as we dump the sound. Pumping from the market up in Camden Town. Hold the price there whenever we see the signs. It's not the lights, it's the night blood.
London town and we go play the Eden sound now. We gon' party all night long. We be rhyming all the time and make you feel good. Move your feet, now's the time if you ever should. They really feel it in the underground. And everybody up in London town, picking it up and kicking us up onto the bass drum. Stepping it up and showing love unto my nation. Everybody raise the roof in London town. Welcome to London.
Home of the penny and pound. Fill herbal liquor if we can have a little fun now. Extra, read all about it. Top city and there ain't no way round it. Astounded, who your shocks will found it. And if you're lost, it's just a place to get found in. Or lost in this costing night, but time and if time is of the essence, feel the essence decline. I'm reclined in the effervescent fit of the town. Then I'm winding the very evanescence of now. It's
London town and we go play the Eden sound now.
if I wanna happy Stratford is number 2. Peckham, Hoxton, High, but we just one is for you. It's
London town and we go.
knees up till the morning light. Then a quick pause, then we hit rewind with the Eden who, Eden what, Eden wicked, the Eden nights.
Welcome to London.
Real TV. Yes, this next one's called Down When You Get Low. We started making music, tackle issues like wealth. We had a vision to position ourselves, maybe make some changes, though I'm not sure how. But I made me a promise and I made me a vow, never to take, never to break, never to fake my flow, never to hate, never forsake, I'm gonna wake my soul. Keeping it true, keeping it real, keep on improve our feel. Stay true to the music, to the message, break loose. Feeling me, telling me now I drop that line. Yeah, still me, feeling me, willingly come break them binds. We talk about issue, men, issues, and medium. So cranking up a track and cracks it back in TDM. I spit bars till my mind them know. I spit bars till my random flow. I spit bars when the waste man know. I spit bars when I get down low. Get down low, low, low. Get down low, low, low. Get down low. Well, I can see a change in everything for me, and I know, 'cause I'm down when I get low. See a change in everything for me, and I know, 'cause I'm down when I get low. EDE when I get low. NIT when I get low. ES when I get low. Edenites if you're down when you get low. See a change in everything for me, and I know, 'cause I'm down when I get low. Everything is changing, I'm aging too fast. Time passed me by till I'm past myself. I date me, can't wait, got a break too late. Hesitate and my life evaporate.
I write rhythms like every day. Sometimes I feel my things just blow my way, blow away, and come back again someday.
How's it go?
It go like this.
What's that flow?
It's the Edom bliss.
How'd you know?
'Cause I'm down with this.
Let it go.
Let it go like this.
I spit bars till my mind them know. I spit bars till my random flow. I spit bars let the waste man know. I spit bars when I get down low.
Get down low, low, low. Get down low, low, low. Get down low. Well, I can see you're changing everything for me, and I know, 'cause I'm down when I get low. See you're changing everything for me, and I know, 'cause I'm down when I get low.
EDE when I get low. NIT when I get low. ES when I get low. Edenites if you're down when you get low.
See you're changing everything for me, and I know, 'cause I'm down when I get low. Get down low, low, low. Get down low, low, low. Get down low.
This is time and time again. Yes, yes, Edenites live coming through. London Real TV, stay tuned.
I fail to understand now the things we said they need. Light up a candle, only we can set them free. There are many rules in life to take. Gotta sit back and contemplate. Think you prove before you make mistakes. Don't need a minute till you know the stakes. Time and time we try, oh, time and time again.
time will flow, pass by, things change, but then some remain. The same time we never lose or gain, we just fade or age. Are you optimistic? You can't afford to be not opportunistic. Be realistic, that's what some people say. But realism, pessimism, it's all the same. It's a cage without bar, without heat, without hope. Without a dream, how can there be any cold? Stand a walk from the spell that we were trapped within. Its main ingredients, corruption and sin. But I digress from the point that I was making before. Time can be a fleeting in this metaphor. We all see the same thing, but perceive what we will. And view it differently, so feel what you feel.
Stand your ground, for these people are in need. There are many rules in life to take. Gotta sit back and contemplate. Think it through before you make mistakes. Don't mean until you know this things. Time and time we try, oh, time and time again. Tell me will this damage ever end? Time and time again, that's how the song done go. We be spitting out resistance till the death toll grow. Continuation of the situation can't be allowed. We need hesitation, contemplation, let's start now. That's it, take a moment to yourself. Now think it through, how do you feel about wealth? And warfare, that word it never makes sense. Which time we hack and war, we fair on once I'm playing defense. It's never one-on-one or even gun by gun. It's more like long-range missiles and the chemical bomb. They be jumping at the sky so frequently it seems to me. There can't be a minute when the world is at peace. We're gonna release all the tension, let the bad things go. Mistakes have been made, now it's time for us to grow. As a people we can learn to live together as friends. That's why we send this message out, taking the time again. Time and time we try, oh, time and time again. Well, time and time again. Tell me will this damage ever end? Well, will it end with this acoustic blend, yo? Time and time we try, oh, time and time again. We're taking the time again. Tell me will this damage ever end?
Hello and welcome to London Real. Joining me is Mr. Nick Gabriel, and today we have in the studio is Mr. Terry Gilmore and Greg Jarvis from the Edenites. Welcome, guys.
Thanks.
Thanks for having us.
Can you tell us about your new single, Welcome to London?
Yeah, it's a poppy summer reggae jam, kind of aimed at the Olympics, but also for us, I think London's one of the most important cities in the world at the moment because it's most multicultural and we've got every different style of people here, and if we can make it work, then surely the rest of the world can follow suit. And
So it's kind of like the new London calling.
yeah, I think so.
I'd agree with that, yeah.
That's
cool.
It's got that reggae beat to it. Is there something, why is it that most reggae songs are positive? Is that like written somewhere that reggae music has to be uplifting?
I think it's the law.
Fucking high when they're written there. You'd be pretty positive too, right?
Seriously, why is that? I mean, the blues is almost the opposite.
Do you know, I think it's this the style of where it comes from as well. It's quite a positive vibed place. To contradict it a bit, quite a few reggae songs are actually quite sad
Really?
or about important things that they just manage to, without you even realising, make you feel that it's such a positive thing.
Dude, no woman, no cry.
Yeah, or Buffalo Soldier, or Bob Marley, a lot of the songs.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that documentary, Marley?
We haven't yet, no.
We watched the trailer,
Yeah.
and I just sat with a smile on my face the whole time.
You were telling me you loved it, Brian.
That was really powerful. I mean, I'm not traditionally a reggae fan, you know, I don't, if you look through my iTunes, it's not full of reggae songs, but that's a powerful movie. It really hit me hard.
Big man, Bob Marley.
Very intense cat.
Does he influence you guys, or did he influence
Massively.
you guys?
Yeah,
Massively.
Yeah, I grew up. My parents were a mix of listening to Bob Marley, Pink Floyd, Jimmy Hendrix, and all sorts of stuff. But it's one of the ones that always stuck with me. But
I don't think I've ever met anyone who will say I can't stand reggae. Do you know what I mean? Like you play hip hop to someone, they'll be like,
I didn't say it.
yeah. But you know what I mean? Like,
That's strange because Brian and I were just saying to each other the other day that we both don't think reggae.
I was watching the movie and I was so inspired by him because I didn't realize that he sold out like 2 million seats in Europe over a 6-week period, like something like no other group has ever done. And I didn't realize how big he really was. I mean,
massive. I mean, and a lot of people forget that things like I think it was the Exodus album, wasn't it? It was recorded over here, and they spent sort of 6-7 months.
right, living here.
Yeah, living here.
It was like
right.
playing football in at the park, just near where you work, just south of the river, right?
Which park was that?
What is when I was playing football over there? It was just the park.
Like Clapham Common or something?
Yeah, I think it was one of those.
Yeah.
He was like living in Chelsea and hanging out with his guys. They owned like a whole mansion and stuff.
You know what blew my mind is when you told me that he was this like fitness freak. I had no idea about that.
They used to like run and train in the morning. Was like a big part of his regiment in Jamaica. Yeah, it was all about the body and health. And they smoked a lot of weed, but like he was in sick shape if you ever look at him.
That's crazy.
It's a weird kind of vibe. So tell us about the Edenites. How long have you guys been a band? Where do you come from?
We've been a band for about a decade now. It's about 2003.
That's like a long time. Like in dog years, that's like 100.
It is a long time, but to be honest with you, it's got more and more better as the time's gone on for us and for the amount we enjoy it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, and we've kind of, you know, rejuvenated ourselves with a new lineup as well. We've had James and Jake have joined us within the last 12 months, I would have thought.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's good because it gives you a new vibe as well. They bring in, obviously, the music they listen to, and that influences the sound as well.
So that does change the sound when you bring new members in?
Yeah.
Even though you've already written some tracks, does it change it a little bit?
It does slightly. With some of the writing side, we'll put it in and it will be in a reggae fashion, and then you get like a guy he loves reggae but he's into rock. You stick him playing a reggae lick and he's just got this sort of rock feel about him while he's playing it, which slightly changes it to the way I would have originally played it, and before you know it, everyone's doing that and you've created a sound that's
That's
just
cool.
quite special.
So you guys have been going for 10 years, and it's my understanding that you're on the verge of breaking through. Did you not get disillusioned over the last decade? Like, I mean, I'm guessing you guys haven't made a huge amount of money doing this. Was there a point where you were like, fuck, it's boring being a struggling artist. I want to just, be able to go to eat steak every night, or, I mean, do you know what I mean?
I think it would be nice, but I think if you lose the struggle, to a degree you lose a part of the music. I do. I mean, you listen to... I can't think of many bands whose second album is infinitely better than their first album recently. It tends to be the other way around. If you've been working on music for 10 years, you end up with an album that you spent 10 years working on through the hard times, and then you make it on that album, and they turn around and go, right, 5 months, we want the next album.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, oops. Yeah.
That's right. That's an interesting
Wow,
sentiment.
I never thought about it that way. Do you see that with artists today, where they've quote unquote made it, and you feel the loss of something?
Yeah, a lot. I think especially probably with rap music for me, because rap comes from the struggle. I think the whole message behind it comes from the hard place they're in, the lack of money, the fight, the struggle to live every day, and all of a sudden they're getting everything they want. They've got women, they've got money, they've got fast cars, and so that's what they talk about. And
it compromises the integrity of the music, right?
yeah, definitely.
Who inspires you from a hip hop standpoint, and who inspires you today in hip hop?
Dre, you can never look beyond Dre, really. He's the godfather of rap for me. What Dre does, everybody else
Is that from
tries
producing
to do.
or from even lyrical?
Producing. I mean, I think a lot of his lyrics are written for him, like Jay-Z writes lyrics for him and things like that as well. Production-wise, it's all about Dre, and lyric-wise, I think for me, it is stepping back. It's all about Tupac, really.
Okay. And Biggie.
Yeah, I got
Trying
a
to
lot
get
of
the
time
East
for
Coast,
Biggie.
West Coast
And those
rivalry
two,
going. And what
But
about
maybe you could explain to me more. I'm not a hip hop guy. What was the deal with Tupac and Biggie?
Actually, I'm going to let Greg explain that. What was the drama between hip hop and Biggie?
Well, it all kicked off at the Salsa Wars, didn't it, really? Because Suge Knight with Death Row Records basically said, we want Biggie. Any artists out there that want to come to a record label where it's all about you, it's not all about Puff Daddy,
Okay.
You know, and from there it just split, and it was really just one night, and it was really just Biggie and Tupac, and
What, they had issues with each other?
well, yeah, they used to be very good friends. I mean, they started
they?
off very good friends.
Okay.
Biggie used to open up shows for Tupac,
Okay.
and then Tupac got shot, blamed it on Biggie.
Right.
Biggie released a song called "Who Shot Ya."
As you do.
So Tupac slept with Biggie's wife.
Biggie's wife, and then he wrote a song about it, right?
Yeah, hit him up.
Ice-T, actually, he played Ice-T that song that he wrote about fucking Biggie's wife, and he's like, "This is it, man, this is it." And Ice-T was like, "You know what, homie, I don't like where you're going with this. This is just nothing but hate." And he got really mad at Ice-T. He's like, "Fuck you, then."
Tupac did.
Yeah, he said that to Ice-T. He was just like, "Man, you don't understand." And Ice-T was like, "This is going somewhere bad."
Wow.
That all spiraled well out of control, and it led to both of them
Getting
dying.
shot by off-duty police officers, right?
Yeah.
we
Oh, is
think
that what
definitely.
happened?
we,
They were shot by off-duty police
we
officers.
think so, right?
No, well, they were. I mean,
was.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's Suge Knight paid them. They've got the evidence. You know, I don't know if you've ever watched this documentary.
So wait,
I have watched
Suge
the
Knight
documentary.
paid to have them shot?
Yeah.
Well, these police officers do security and they're off-duty stuff too, and well, some of these LAPD. I love LAPD, by the way, but some of them have a little bit of a dodgy background.
I gotta hear why you love LAPD.
I'm just saying that.
Just in case you're
So I
ever
can
over
get
there.
jacked. But I mean, if you look at early bits of hip hop and the West Coast perspective, I mean, and you look at what the Rampart division was like in LA, I mean, the cops were really bad back then, stealing, beating things up, running their own drug deals.
You watched that film with Woody Harrelson?
Yeah,
I haven't
it was
seen
called
it yet.
Rampart.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds
have
cool.
you guys seen that?
I haven't.
It just shows you how bad. I mean, it wasn't just a reactionary thing. I mean, these hip hop lyrics came from something very real,
Oh yeah.
which was the scene. And you know, what do you think about artists today? Then, I mean, who's your favorite right now in the top 10?
I've got time, for example, I've got a lot of time, for example, as a UK rapper, American style. Really, I've got to be honest. I've not got a lot of time for a lot of it. I think it's lost its way, and it needs to scale it back.
Totally lost its way.
Wu-Tang, you know, members of the Wu-Tang always have the ability to bring it back. You know, if Raekwon drops an album, Ghostface Killer drops an album, you know, Meth especially, Redman still. You know, I've got time for Redman, Method Man. But
I still can't believe Old Dirty Bastard is dead.
he was always my favourite as well.
I loved him.
Wu-Tang, you know.
Have you heard the Old Dirty Bastard
Yeah,
stuff?
I've heard of him. I haven't heard his
I
music.
was playing Brooklyn Zoo the other night, and like, what the hell is he saying?
That's just,
He doesn't even care, right? That's not even freestyling. That's like no styling.
You know, the thing about hip hop that it kind of pisses me off is like, sure, there were these guys. There's a very small proportion of the U.S. population that lives in these ghettos and really struggles, right? Or that goes through the struggle that these rappers go through, and then like people appropriate that and they like make it the sound of their lives. Like, you know, I'm part of this struggle, and they're not. They're comfortable people who've got Xboxes in their living rooms and who've never like missed a meal in their life, and all of a sudden they're listening to hip hop just because it's cool to listen to it, and that kind of pisses me off. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. I mean, do you guys think that it has to be destroyed again before it gets built up? I mean, do you think by definition, since there is a category called hip hop, that we can't be creative anymore?
well, I think it's hard, really. What do you?
It is hard because it's already there. So you can make something that's already popular. You need a banging beat and a fat bass line. You pretty much chat over it, and you've done it. You've made a hip hop track. But
To excuse my ignorance, guys, what is the difference? No one's ever been able to explain this properly to me. What is the difference between hip hop and rap?
Oh, rap's what you do. You know, I can rap on a rock song.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
I can rap on an opera song.
Okay, so rap music is a misnomer, basically. It's all hip hop.
Yeah, that's always been my understanding. It's all hip hop, you know, and then you can subcategorize. You know, you got gangster rap and things like that, but they're all categories of hip hop.
Fair enough.
You know.
Fair enough.
And so you were talking about dropping a fat beat and then talking over it, and now you have the recipe for a hip hop song.
you pretty much do, yeah.
Okay.
You do, but it's how creative you can be with it as well. If you can take it a step further, and if you have an understanding of music and chords and stuff, you can actually put something really special together that you would call hip hop because of what's going on around it, and especially as someone start rapping on it, it becomes more and more hip hop.
Do you not find that labeling your music as a specific genre could be placing a limitation on it?
It does, yeah. I mean, we write lots of styles of music, so I would never say that we were just hip hop.
Oh, yeah.
I would put us in every box I could possibly.
Just musicians, basically.
Yeah.
I don't see us as hip hop. I mean, I think we'd be much more at home, sort of playing on a Glastonbury stage than playing, supporting Dizzy Rascal at Brixton Academy. You know, I don't think we're hip hop. We're music that uses rap for me.
Yeah.
When you guys sit down to write the track "Welcome to London," when you're like, I guess it's a couple of years back, and you're like, blank piece of paper, I want to make something that's going to be popular. We're going to love to sing. The crowds are going to pick up on. How do you start that creation process?
With Welcome to London, it was an interesting one. Me and John Z, the bass player, we were working on a reggae vibe. We wanted something really good reggae sort of style. We come up with it, and we're talking with Greg, and we've got to do something about London. It's got to be for London. We'll talk about where we come from and how much we love it. And it went from there, really. We had the music set, we had the idea, and then we just had to sort of push it together and make it happen.
Yeah, you get the hook. You think to yourself, sort of London town, and we go play, and you think, there's something there. Now we just need to build around that, and It
went together quite quickly. I think once we got the idea there.
Yeah, I think
it was over the course of a couple of days to a week. We'd pretty much banged that out.
And did you guys instinctively know that you were onto something special?
Not straight away. I think when we was doing it, for me, it was just a reggae vibe at the time, and I was really, really liking it. And once we sat down and put some lyrics over it, had a melody going. I think we go verse by verse, get a rap verse and a singing verse, and go, oh my god, this has to be worked on. This is the.
And as soon as we played it live, I think we became very quickly aware that was the song everybody wanted to listen to.
That's cool.
Is that how you can tell? Like when you have a live audience, is that when you know you got something that's?
I think so. Yeah. If you can get a whole crowd of people who aren't even there to watch you nodding their head to it, and silence, that for me lets you know you've got a good song.
Silence.
If I can hear everybody talking amongst themselves, it's not a big song. If everybody stops talking and goes, I like this song, and turns and faces you, then you know you've got a song. Really.
That's interesting. I never thought about it that way. So your single's coming out on iTunes on the 16th of July. So people just type in Edenites and they can find that.
Yeah.
What else are you guys planning gig-wise coming up this year, and what's like the next 6 months look like for the Edenites?
Well, we've got a show just around the corner from you guys next month, on Friday the 13th.
At the Underbelly.
Which is quite exciting for us.
I love that date, In the Face of Fear, Friday the 13th.
Yeah. And from there, we're hoping that with the Olympics coming and stuff, that this song it's on the verge of breaking. So if everyone can get behind it and they hear it and they like it, it should be a good year for us. We should be able to not just release a single and see what people think. We'll be able to back that up with an album.
Yeah. So here's a tough question, guys. Let's say Welcome to London isn't the big hit that we all hoping it's going to be. Do you guys have a contingency plan, or will that really rock the band to its foundations? Because I mean, it seems to me like you guys are really putting a lot of your eggs in this basket.
Yeah, we are. But if it doesn't sell, it doesn't sell. I've still got it to listen to in my car, and
That's cool.
the next song will sell.
That's a cool attitude.
So you just enjoy the music yourself?
Oh God, yeah, you have to. We make it for ourselves, and if other people like it, that's brilliant.
I had this vision the other day. I was walking on the street and I was just thinking the whole Olympic Stadium there, and right before they're about to start the games, they just crank out the "Welcome to London," and everyone's just like, "Oh shit, what just happened?" Cool. The Japanese tourists are like, "What's going on?" Right? Yeah, so in order to get that, ideally we need to get you on the radio station. So the guys out there should be hip to this track. And figure out what's going on. Is it just a simple decision, or does it have to go through a corporate hierarchy to get played, do you think?
I think that DJs have a degree of leeway, don't they? I think they're allowed to pick sort of like 5% of the songs they play on their show, and I think 95 are handed down to them from station controller.
Okay. So you guys have got a real tough gig, because not only is it getting to access to the DJ, but it's getting him to make sure that one of the 5% of the songs is one. Wow, that is tough.
It's hard, but for me, it'll be their loss, because they'll be the ones playing it retrospectively and saying, "Bugger, how did I not see that coming?"
It's one of those songs too that I think you only need to hear it once or twice, and it's really catchy.
Yeah, it's super catchy.
Super catchy.
Super catchy.
So if people know DJs out there, forward this on, and we're going to have a special session later after this where it's going to be acoustic version of Welcome to London and a few other tracks. So we're really looking forward to that. And as far as what's the next 6 months, a year, 2 years out for you? I mean, the thing about you guys, which is cool, is that you don't seem to be in a rush. You've been doing this for a long time. You obviously enjoy doing it. But what is the plan?
I think the ideal plan would be that Welcome to London, it would do really well. It's the right time for it. So like we make a shed load of shows in a week. We're done then. We'd like to get picked up by a record label.
Yeah, preferably setting our own label up as an affiliation, you know, the way learning from people like Jay-Z and people like that who did it for themselves with Rockefeller, and set it up and change music. Bring as many acts through as we can.
Yeah, we know a lot of guys that if we had our own position, we could pull through all genres of music that are very good at it as well. They're very skilled. So I think we'd like to do that. We've got to get ourselves there.
Yeah.
So I would like to get signed up by someone, but eventually we'd like our own label where we just pull through everyone who's worth it.
Yeah,
I've got it.
I like the idea of sort of changing the way record labels run. So,
what do you think is wrong with the way record labels are run?
I think it's all... Well, it's all about sales. It's all about tying in an artist to a contract so that he'll only work on what you want him to work on, and he's not free to experiment and to work with people he wants to work with.
Actually, I have a friend who he actually became quite a success in the music industry in the UK, and eventually he just got disillusioned with the system. I mean, he's high up in some company, one of the top companies, and he just said it's not about music. These people don't really know anything about music. They're just business people who are trying to extract as much money as they can out of the system.
Oh yeah.
And that I found was kind of sad. And it's sad because you guys, to become successful, you're going to have to do it from within that system.
Yeah.
I mean, there's pretty much no other way, right?
Well, to a degree, I think. It's hard because, I mean, look at record sales now. They're down so much from what they used to be. What it used to take to get a number one compared to now is down so much. And this is because people are bored of this generic music just being thrown at you over and over again, the same song being remade and thrown at you. And everybody can make music now. You know, most of the music I listen to now are, I'll find on the internet, unsigned bands. I don't care who EMI are pushing at the moment because I've probably heard it all before.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's the same. Like I use Spotify now, and you haven't used Spotify yet?
No,
right?
I haven't. No.
It's quite cool because if you listen to a song that you like, you click on artist, and then it brings up a little option where you can find. It says similar artists, and you keep going down these rabbit holes of finding music similar to the stuff that you like, and most of the stuff that you find is pretty obscure. And it's really good music, but you never would have heard of it otherwise if you hadn't been using Spotify or the internet, which is, I guess it gives you guys a chance, right?
Yeah.
And what's the best way that you guys are pushing into things now? Is it all about social media these days? I mean, besides the radio airplay, you guys becoming Twitter experts?
Yeah, the internet, it's a great tool. It's how we met you guys through the medium of Twitter.
Crazy, huh?
By the way, Brian, big respect. Brian has just got us our 10,000th Twitter follower. I was really impressed.
They followed us.
We need a mini round of applause for that.
That's crazy. But I mean, these guys, found out about us. We found out about them on Twitter. I heard their song, and then it was just like we hooked up. And it's amazing how something like that can put two people together. I mean, they literally recorded this song 300 meters away in Hoxton.
Oh, seriously?
And we're in Hoxton.
Is that how close it is?
But we would have never met unless it was for Twitter.
Yeah.
And then all I took was one view of their jam on YouTube, and it was like, okay, these guys are legit.
Legit.
So isn't that crazy, huh?
Yeah.
I guess it's a good way. I guess also you guys have to compete with all the fluff out there as well, right?
Yeah. That can be hard. I mean, that's the only thing that disillusions me, I think, is when you see, I don't want to say any names really,
Come
but I'm
on,
going to.
just say one.
When you see Cheryl Cole climbing to number one in the
Jesus.
charts, and you think, Christ Almighty, what? Have you listened to the song? Why buy it? It's nonsense.
Yeah, she is kind of easy on the eye, to be fair.
Yeah,
but
so buy the video, but don't download the song.
It's funny. I'm reading this book called The Long Tail, which our DJ that was on here, Johnny Miller, told me about, and it's all about how it used to be the age of the blockbuster. Like you would go see Jaws because everyone told you that was the movie to see. You would listen to whatever, not the Beatles, but someone else because that was the big thing. But these days, everyone's finding their own niche because they like it and they can because it's on the web and stuff. So some people listen to London Real that don't want to watch, BBC, and people can find guys like you because they don't want to listen to Sheryl Crow and stuff like that. But I guess you have to find that specific audience somehow.
Well, go on, do you want it?
Well, that's where the internet comes in so handy again, because we can also push it to people we would think would like it as well. With promotion companies and stuff like that, it's hard to contact anyone like that who might be able to push it for you. So we do it ourselves, and you know, bar standing on a street corner with a sign and a guitar saying you have to hear this, it is one of the greatest ways to get it out there. I think without a radio jumping behind it, your best bet is to go on the internet and hunt everyone down that you want to hear it.
And I think it can be more personal than than it seems at first. We're Twitter, we run it, we answer people, always will. You know, I think it is. You don't want to speak to a corporation when you message a band, and that's what most of it is now. You know, you go to MySpace and they say, you know, we read your message. It's not. It's somebody being paid minimum wage sitting in an office, you know, reading it. But I'd always want to be the one reading it, I think, and replying.
Yeah.
So, if someone came to you and said, we will give you £1 million, right, but we want you to record a cover of a certain song and we want you to do it with this specific style, would you guys do it?
No, I think
they'd be laughed at.
Would you have done it 5 years ago?
No.
It's never been your style.
I think we make music that we want to make, and if that's good enough and the labels want to sign us, then sign us. If you want us to make other music, go and find a band that's making that music.
It'd be a lot easier, wouldn't it?
What about £2 million?
I think it's irrelevant, really.
I'm just messing with you guys.
It's interesting, because when you talk about that, I just think about it from like our perspective, and like, you know, what if someone came in and said, we want you to do this, but we're going to edit it, and you have to wear a suit, and like we can't swear.
You have to do taekwondo.
Yeah, gosh, that'd be horrible. But I mean, I guess at the end of the day, you have to look at yourself in the mirror, right? And so you have to be believing in what you do. Right?
Oh yeah, you have to be. You have to answer to yourself, don't you? Yeah.
What advice would you give to people that are either in the music business or are thinking about getting into it? And they watch you guys, they listen to Welcome to London, and they're like, man, I'd love to be doing that. What would you tell them to do and what not to do?
As for what not to do, there's not really much wrong you can do. If you've got a song or you're making a song, it's important to believe in yourself and push it as much as you can, but you can't really go wrong if you decide that that's what you want to do. It's always good to know what you're doing. So we spent a lot of time recording stuff, and we upped our equipment to levels where we finally thought, oh, we've got the right microphones for what we're doing. It's good to look in and know what you're doing. As for advice as to what to do, the internet, again, it's a great way to do it. But you just got to have a lot of faith in yourself.
Yeah, the one that bugs me is you get a lot of people say, I'd love to learn a music instrument. I'd love to, but I don't have time and things like that. You think, well, of course you do. Just pick it up and play it when you want to. Don't pick it up and play it because you think one day I'm going to have a #1 selling single. Pick up and play it because you want to play it. You know?
Yeah, I hate that fucking excuse. I don't have time. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Everyone's got time to watch 3 hours of TV a day, right? But they don't have time to like. Yeah, you're so right in that.
So, I mean, after like a long day of work and you come home and you know you've got to practice for 5 hours with the Edenites, is that difficult to do sometimes, or do you just enjoy it that much?
It's too much fun to. But I think sometimes you're tired, but as soon as, I can be as tired and not in the mood as is possible, and I'll see Terry and it'll be, no, let's do it. We're.
It's funny when you think of the typical musician. You think of like Jim Morrison, who's like always drunk and hasn't showered in 3 days and forgot where he parked his car. But like the successful musicians are also good businessmen at the end of the day. But I mean, how do those two coexist? Because is that just a myth that the musician is X?
I don't think it is a myth, because I mean, most people who are into music, they like to enjoy themselves, whether it be with alcohol or other substances. They're going to have a good time when they want one. But that's the same as people who ain't musicians, they're going to do that as well. So you can you can enjoy yourself as much as you want, but if you start getting high all the time and drinking, you ain't going to get nowhere, and you're going to feel bad to yourself for letting yourself down. So you
kind of have to balance the hedonism with the pragmatism.
It was something that you would naturally feel like, I can't do this all the time, and I can't just be the businessman. So you'll do it both as much as you can, and then tag.
I mean, well, we used to with gigs. We're serious before a gig. We keep our drinking relatively low. Back in the day, we didn't. I mean, I remember doing a gig back in the day, and we've been called to go on stage, and I'm sent out to look for Terry, and no one knows where he is, and I wander out, and he's leaning on a car, barely able to stand up, and so we sort of dragged him inside and played the set.
And it was the best set we ever played.
We think so. Whether the crowd did, I don't know. But
That's cool.
Can you play while intoxicated?
You can.
Does it get better? Is it like playing pool? Like you get great after the third drink and then it goes downhill?
yeah, I think it's the same with everything. You get a little bit better because you get confident and you enjoy it a bit more, but then you go too far and...
Wasn't like Jim Morrison, he was fucked in every performance he ever did, pretty much.
Yeah, well, Janis Joplin used to drink a bottle of Jack Daniels for every show.
Just
Even take it back further, people like Dean Martin. I don't think I've ever seen a photo of Dean Martin without a glass of scotch in his hand.
Yeah.
Do you think it was basically like a confidence prop or a confidence boost? Do you think that's why a lot of people do it? Like a lot of performing artists take cocaine and stuff like that because they're just kind of under a lot of pressure and they're just nervous.
Well, I can imagine it helps that, if you make music videos and things like that, and you're going to be shown as being up. When you're on stage, you're going to be this lively person, and if you're walking around and meeting people and everyone wants to come up and talk to you, then you're going to want to lift yourself up there, aren't you? And I think that's where they start spiraling out of control, really.
Fair enough.
Have you seen a musician perform where they were just completely out of their mind and you were like, this is not good?
Yeah, many times.
Yeah.
Many times we've done our fair share of the Camden and gig circuit, and you see some pretty
crazy.
shocking things.
How has the Camden circuit changed? I mean, in the last 10 years, or even the London music scene changed?
Smoking bands killed it.
Yeah, smoking
Massively.
band
Really?
hasn't helped it
Massively.
at all. has
Really?
it?
I mean,
Smoking band.
We did a gig shut down pub now. It was a place called The Ordnance, and we did a gig there the week before the smoking ban, and then a gig there the week after the smoking ban. And the week before, everybody's enjoying it, jumping around the whole time. The week afterwards, you get halfway through your set. We were playing 2-3 hours, I think, that night. And halfway through the set, the whole pub emptied for people to go out for a cigarette.
The whole pub.
So
Really?
we put our guitars down and went out for a cigarette as well.
Went and joined it.
And that can really kill business. I mean,
It does.
people want to stay at home and smoke or go somewhere they can smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even that they. I think it's just because they can't do it there in the comfort, and if they don't want to go outside, and that's enough hassle for them to go, do you know what? Let's go to the shop and get our alcohol in there and just sit in and watch London Real on the TV.
Wow, I would have never thought of that. And what about Camden? Has Camden changed significantly? Do you guys still gig there?
Yeah,
I think it's sold out a bit, isn't it?
it has
It's
sold
like
out
art.
a bit now. From the way it used to be this cool place you could go, and now it's just this place which still
Man, I
has the
can't
remnants.
stand Camden now, dude.
You know, it's like with the gigs
fuck.
as well, though. It's all run through promotion companies now as well. So it's a sewn up scene, a sewn up area with like a production and a promotion company sort of almost behind it, making it what it is, and who's playing and who's doing what. Not the people turning up and making it that,
And you get things like on a Wednesday night, they're trying to charge £5 entry to get through the door, and this is just unrealistic.
It's like a theme park, I
It's-
think.
It is, yeah. It
It's
is.
like come to Camden and you can see the tattoo places, you can see the alternative music, which...
And all the
It is.
alternative people that
They're
are
all the
walking
same.
around.
So is that all moved to Dalston or moved somewhere else or moved to Enfield or where is that moved?
Well, Enfield wasn't bad a couple of years ago, but
What's Enfield like? That's where you guys are from, right?
yeah.
What's it like up there?
It's quite quiet because we're border the M25, we're the edge of London.
Yeah, very north.
Yeah, but it has a pretty cool music scene. But most of the pubs, it'll be a band on a weekend. There's one pub that we actually play at, the Old Bell in Enfield.
Yeah.
That's a great rock club, and it has live bands on a Friday, a Saturday. It has a rock acoustic jam night on a Sunday. You can't go wrong with something like that. But that's one. The rest of them are more sort of inclined to have like cabaret acting or something.
Well, you used to have sort of 5-6 pubs in Enfield that did live music, and over the years they've fallen by the wayside because people they serve food now. A lot of the pubs, don't they? This is the way they've gone because that's where you make the money.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So-
You know, what we're going to do now is pretty much shoot you guys do some acoustic stuff here. We're really looking forward to that.
it's gonna be exciting.
In the meantime, people want to see you. They can come to Hoxton Square, which is Friday the 13th. I'm going to be there, and it's the Underbelly, and that's kind of your welcome to London
Our release party, really.
release
isn't it?
party. That's cool. And then on Monday, they go to iTunes, type in Edenites. For under £1, they can have
They're gonna have the single.
the London theme song for the year 2012 and beyond.
We'll be there at on the 13th of July, right? If
Yeah.
any of the fans want to come down. And
Yeah, if anybody wants to come down, we'll be there. You guys are going on early. I think it's 8 or 8:30, right?
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like the hot spot to get everyone in and to get the labels are there as
That's
well, right?
it. That's the idea. Get the people from the industry there early, and then we can get rather drunk afterwards as
Yeah,
well. I would have thought.
I wouldn't mind.
Enjoy the night.
You know, I wish you guys all the best. You guys got really good energy. You know, you're really doing it for the music, and it shows. You know, I mean, that's really weird, but that video you guys put out on YouTube was just you filming behind. You know, your personalities really come out, and you guys got a really good vibe. And it's just like I want more people to hear your song.
That's brilliant.
I want what you want.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming in. We're going to be featuring your stuff. We'll put up on YouTube, and yeah, let us know how it goes. We'll come next year before you go to Glastonbury. Stop by,
Yes.
and remember the little people.
Oh, of course.
That help get you there.
We'll get you backstage passes for Glastonbury.
And groupies.
He said that.
That's there. That's on recording.
That's on TV now.
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. And on Twitter, you are at @the_Edenites,
Yeah.
and we're following them. And your website is it theedenites.co.uk?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's
Okay.
correct.
Awesome, guys. Well, we wish you all the best.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much.
It's about the
Thank you for
journey.
having us.
Indeed.
Welcome to London, the city we come from. London town and we go play that Eden sound now. We go party all night long.
Sun is shining and you know we're gonna feel good. Come on everybody, party in the neighborhood. Edenites, let's check our new sound. Party jumping up in London town.